Hey guys, my name is Bryce. So I'm back with another version of Kopaka, which you might not recognize as well as the original version, but here goes. So instead of trying to weigh out what the budget would be and everything, I acknowledge the fact that this is a building toy meant to be taken full advantage of for being able to add on as many accessories as possible. So let's get started. Now, in addition to a ginormous shield now, still equipped with a blaster and a bit of ammo, I modified the sword in kind of a way that I'm happier with, where you can have a sort of jutting motion similar to Tahu's. However, on the inside, as you can see, I actually added a flick-fire missile as well, because why not? This is BIONICLE, everything should shoot things. There, you get that satisfying sound, which may remind you is very difficult to do when aiming through a camera. That's probably one of the least lethal armaments that Kopaka has, in addition to his blaster, and as you can see in the last video, you have Mellum with sort of dual shoulder cannons to add into the equation, but you also have a backup golden spear to add as well back into the sword. So there is a gearbox inside, as you can see from the wailing arms, but it's not in a way that you'd sort of expect. It's a little bit weird, to be honest. From what you've seen in my past video, we are dealing with a gearbox that looks a little bit like this, and it makes sense. You have full range of motion, and you just have these giant knobs on the back here. Unfortunately, you can't really manipulate things like this on the back if you need a creature to attach to the back, like so. So I kept these parts, and the back is hugely exaggerated. What I can still do to move these arms around, I added a pendulum, and it gives a much more limited range of motion of attacking than anything else, but it still gives a few degrees of motion to both limbs simultaneously. That way you can, as you can see from the back of the pin, this will move, but you can still clip things on. So we're about to unite Kopaka again with Mellum, this time in their 2.0 version, which, as you can see, everything about this is just over the top now. Wait until you see Leiwa's, but anyway. So the head still fits on, you just need to add a bit of neck articulation. And once again, Mellum can just piggyback onto the shoulders. But you have the shoulder-mounted blasters now. As you can see, there's a lot going on in the back now, but thankfully, this mechanism makes it really easy to cast your cannons. So that sums up Kopaka. Final moment of truth is that he can stand, he just needs to have kind of everything balanced out okay. But it does pass that test because this is significantly heavier than both the original and the revised version. But it's okay, you get so many added features. You have a much larger, more protective shield, the blaster is still part of it, you can get ammunition stored in there, as well as ammunition for the spear, which is flick fire, on the inside as well. The sword can be increased in width or in length. You can still get animation in the arms, even in this little neck window. Still working on it, but this is kind of where I'm at right now. So that concludes my video of the insane mode of Kopaka and Mellum, and next week you can look forward to Leiwa in his insane jungle madness form. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next week.